First, I would like to thank all of the sponsors for providing this amazing scholarship and mentoring opportunity. I would also like to thank the scholarship committee for selecting me as a scholarship recipient. I'm truly grateful and honored. Admittedly, the first time that I heard of the Chuck Cooper Foundation, I asked myself, who's Chuck Cooper? As a young kid from Brooklyn, the only old school basketball player that I ever heard of was Magic Johnson. Probably because my father decided to name me after him, Rondell Magic Jordan, that's my full name. Having never heard of Mr. Cooper, I decided to Google him. After reading about his life and the obstacles that he overcame, I was hooked. I was most impressed by his audacity. Chuck Cooper was not from Boston, but he belonged there. Chuck persisted and earned the opportunity to play for the Celtics at a time where there were restaurants in Boston where he surely would not have been welcome. I mean, talk about bold. I get nervous just speaking in front of large crowds. I believe that to an extent, we're all limited by what we believe is possible. We are only able to go as far as we believe it is possible to go. Prior to Mr. Cooper joining the Boston Celtics, being a black man in the NBA seemed to many impossible. When Mr. Cooper entered the NBA, he immediately became a beacon of possibility. His presence opened the door for millions of young African-American youths by revealing to them that with hard work, they too could make it to the NBA. Now, I'm not from Pittsburgh, but I belong here. Having the opportunity to serve as a mentor through the foundation will allow me to become a beacon of possibility in this city. I know that for every one of me, there are thousands of other young African-American youths who are limited by what they believe is possible. Growing up in the projects in Brooklyn, I did not have mentors in a typical sense. I learned from the mistakes of my father, who for much of my childhood struggled with an addiction to crack cocaine, but I did not want to do. I learned from my oldest brother, who was in and out of correctional facilities, where I did not want to go. With my brother and my father serving as atypical mentors, I would go on to become the first person in my family to go to college. But I was not the last. Following in my footsteps, my eldest nephew has now become the second. Now, I'm the first person in my family to go to law school, but I will not be the last. My pursuits, like Mr. Cooper before me, have allowed me to become a bright spot in my family as to what is possible with hard work and diligence. I believe that my participation with the Chuck Cooper Foundation will allow me to further extend my light so that I may positively impact young African-American youths all over the city. For that, I am grateful. Thank you all.